Hey guys, sorry for the other video. I forgot to have the thing plugged in. It was unplugged. But as a trader, we're always looking to hone our skills, and I've noticed something that's been happening, at least with this market here. If you take a fib before the session begins, if it's a big down move or big up move, and you draw the fib, you'll see that price is always going to come back to this 50 to 61% zone, and in this zone, you're going to look for the setups. I mean, you could take it at the 50 and put your stop over here, but that's a pretty big stop. That's a 40 tick stop. But you see over here we got a higher high and a higher low, and we just take out the higher high over here, and then it forms this. Right over here, it forms this 1, 2, 3. So here's point 2, and this one took out the high. That's point 3, and once this candle breaks, a pullback right to there, and down you go. And so you're looking for those setups around the area. So I'm going to show you day after day how this thing, every day but Wednesday, of course. And I'm looking at a 400 tick chart. It makes it a little easier to see. Let me get rid of that thing here. Okay, so we get this. Oh, okay, here we go. You get this big move up, and it goes right to here, where the move started, and you can see it comes into this area here. But we didn't get a 2B 1, 2, 3 over here until you come to about over here, and so again, taking a pullback to here would not have been terrible. Am I on a 400 tick chart? Yeah. So there was the whole move over here, and then it shoots up, and then you can move it from that high and move it up to this low here as we make this big move up. And you can see, well, if you're looking for a pattern, so there's the higher high, a higher low, just takes out the high by a little bit, forms this 1, 2, 3, and there's your entry right over here. A couple of times you can get the entry, and then down. But look what happens, comes right back to that 50% area, and you don't get a, I mean, you get a 2B and you get a break, and you would have gotten filled over to here, and yeah, you get something, what would we be looking at, 30.25, and it shoots up, shoots up 36 ticks. Then we come back down to that 50% area, and you get this 2B, and it breaks, and there's your 1, 2, 3 that you're getting in on a break of the pullback of the 1, 2 of the 2B break, right there, and up you go. Again, I'm only going to show every day except Wednesday. Okay, so what do we have here? We got this big move down, and look over here. So we get this 2B, and you get a break of the 2B, and you get in over here at 10, and it goes down literally 18 points, which is like 70 odd ticks, and that was the break of the 2B. And then you take the pullback to the 1, 2, 3. Let me show you what the 2B is. Okay, so this is a higher high and a higher low, and then it just nips out the high over here. That's a 2B formation. So when price breaks this low over here, you have a break of a 2B. And you take the pullback to whichever candle is higher. In this particular case, it would be this guy. And it goes a little against you, and then down it goes. But then the pullback would be to the 3-point. Come on. There we go. And the 3-point is right there. and you catch this move over here at was that 875, and am I seeing that right? 875 straight down to 89, so we're talking about almost 20 points. It's an 80 tick move. And again, around the zone area of the 50% mark. So I'm going to continue. Okay, here's Monday. And so really we got this move. Where is this move starting? I guess this move is starting up. And then it goes up to here. But actually you got this move right from there. That's where the low is. And then we come up there. So price tops out over there. And look at when it tops out over there. You got this. I mean, you could have taken this this 2B break, and let's see if you would have got in it. If you would have got in at 1075 and price went down 875, maybe you get out. Oh, let's say you took a loss. Okay, so then you got this 2B, and now you got this 1, 2, 3 up here, and there's your entry. Price breaks below it, you get a pullback right to there, and down it goes. And if you didn't want to wait for that pullback, you'd take the whole 1, 2, 3 over here, and there's your entry over here. But let's look what happens when it pulls back to this area here. So you get this. I like it when a 2B is really next to each other, but nonetheless, this is a. Well, actually, you get a 2B break over here, and there's your pullback right over here at the zone. And you may have held on, maybe you didn't. If you got in over here at 75, you would have got up there, you would have got almost 36 ticks anyway. But then you get this 1, 2, 3 over here, and you would have taken the pullback to here. And there's a case for taking, the break of the 2 over here. But I'm just showing you that what's happening here. It's always coming back to this 50% level. And then, down it goes. And so let's try another day. All right, here's a Friday. So you got this big move up to here. And so look what happens over here. You got this move, which is a 2B followed by a 1, 2, 3 right there. You could have taken a what they call a trader's trick over here, but if not, you get the break and you can take the pullback over here, and you're going to get a whole load of ticks over here at 80.25 straight up without a hesitation. Lots of ticks. And does it come back down again to that zone? We come back into that 50% zone again. And well, that would have been a 2B break. Pull back over here and 77, 75, and you'd have gotten in at. It's unbelievable. You're getting it at 68, and you're talking about 30 ticks every single time. Where are we here? Okay, that's a Friday. Here's a Thursday. Alright, so we got this big move up right here. And again, we come right back to that 50% level, and here's what we got here. You got this 2B followed by this 1, 2, 3. You get a break, and then you get this pullback over here at 81.75. Again, 28 some odd ticks. Maybe do it again. I mean, it's finding a base over here and get another load. And now that we came all the way down, we took out this area. You can go the other way now and go from this low down to this high. And there's your 50% again. Let's see what we got here. So you got this head and shoulders pattern, which is what a 2B followed by 1, 2, 3 is. So there's your left shoulder, your right shoulder, your head, which is a 1, 2, 3 pattern. And you get in over here, and let's see what you go against. 78, 75, 78, 75, 79, 80, 81, 82. You're only down 17 ticks before you pick up 50 ticks or 40 ticks or something of that nature. But you can see as these zones work very nicely. Again, it comes back into the zone. Look at that. You get a 2B up here. It breaks. Just miss. You catch the next one. But these fibs seem to be working with this particular instrument. I'm sure with all instruments. Alright, so what do we got going on over here? Oh, that's a Wednesday. I don't look at Wednesdays. Okay, so here's Tuesday. Oops. Shrink the chart down. And we had this big move up to here. And you can see what's going on here. The market opens here. We come in here, it gives you a 2B. I mean, these are just ideas you can have. I mean, you can see that between the 50 and the 60%, 50 and the 61% level, price is being contained. I mean, if you take the low here, you go to low here, you can see what's going on. You've got to take in a 2B break right there. Actually, you have a, hold on a second here. Let me open up the chart a little more. Because you got a 2B here. And that took out the low over there. There's a possibility you could have gotten filled with this candle here as it went up. But if not, you know, nothing you can do about that. Then it's just a matter of trying to find, well, you definitely would catch this guy here. So there's where you're in an uptrend. There's where your demand is, right over here. And you just catch that ride. That was a Tuesday. Here's a Monday. Alright, so you got two places. You could take it from here down to here. That's the whole move right there. Let's see what happens. So we come up into this zone, and you get this 1, 2, 3. I mean, that would be pretty tough to take a trade over here on the pullback because it wasn't, the candle didn't close below it. So you still got the 1, 2, 3. It comes down here. You catch it the second time, right there, and down she blows. And since this is such a big move here, you know, there's no reason why you can't do this scenario and find the same patterns going the other way. You know, unfortunately, you didn't get any connections there, but well, maybe you will. Well, it just takes off. Just takes off. Okay. Well, you would have made some money in the interim. A couple more, now to be it. Alright, so what do we got here? We got this big downtrend here. And guess where the price comes back to? Right to the 50% level. This is something that seems to be happening on a daily basis. So maybe come up with a strategy. So you got this 2B, 2B. and then a 1, 2, 3, and there's your break. You pull back right over here, and down she goes. And one of these days I'm going to hold one of these trades. Alright, a couple more and that'll be it. Okay, so here's a Thursday. You got this big move down, and guess what happens? All the engagement is beginning at the 50% pullback level. Quite interesting. So you got this 2B right over here, and it breaks. You take a pullback to the 2B, and down she goes. Now you got this 1, 2, 3 over here, which we don't really grab anything, but meanwhile you would have gotten in over here on this 2B break right up there at about 44, and never comes near you again. Even if you took it down to here, well, that's 24 ticks right there. Here's a nice little pullback right over here. 35. See, when you see a candlestick like this, what do they call that? A pin bar, and it's followed by a thrust bar. Good place for a setup. So you get in at 35, and the high was 37 and a quarter, and down she goes for large amounts. And as I said before, you got this. This is a really big move. I mean, we're going from 68.90 up to that's a 60-point move, which is a 240 tick move, and again comes right back to that 50% level. Let me erase some of that. Alright, I'll finish this week out and that'll be it. Okay, here's I forget Wednesday. Here's the 30th of January. The market's a little different than it is now. And again, first it comes to the 50% level, and maybe you would have taken that, maybe you would have had a loss, but you would have seen this. But right up here at the 61% level this time, you got a 1, 2, 3, then you got a 2B, and so there's the 2B, there's the break, and right at the 61% level is where you can bag it in. So you can see there's a lot of ways to skin the cat. All right, that'll be it.